Hey guys, this is Al. I'm over at the back of my shop right now. That's where I have the Cadillac. I've decided that I'm gonna return that Thundermingo carburetor, the Quadrajet. It's just, there's too many weird things going on with it that I just can't seem to get it tuned and dialed in right. And so what I've decided to do is just return it and eventually get my old Quadrajet rebuild once I find somebody that I can trust to do it, or maybe rebuild it myself. But in the meanwhile, let me tell you what I've done. So what I've gone and done is I've bought an Edelbrock carburetor. It's a 1411, which is for 750 CFM. It's brand new. It costs about $500. Comes with gaskets. It's got electric choke, so I can do away with it with a divorce choke. And I also bought the Edelbrock 2696 adapter, which is this guy that goes over here. So what that does is it converts basically adapts a spread bore intake manifold to a square bore carburetor. So I've got that, costs about 35 bucks, and I'm installing it. There's a trick to installing this. So the holes over here on the top are equal sizes. The ones at the bottom are unequal sizes. You've got to make sure that you install it so that the bottom with the unequal sizes, that has the bigger holes on the back and the smaller holes at the front, is on, facing the intake manifold. And then it comes with the screws and the gaskets and everything else with it. So it should be a quick install. It took me about 20 minutes to take off the old carburetor. It's going to take me probably about 20 minutes to put this one on, and then we'll see what happens. So let me turn off, start that carburetor on, and then the trickiest part right now is finding an ignition switch source for the divorce choke. So once I get that figured out, I think we're on the home stretch. All right, guys. All right. Carburetor's in. I'll take the camera off and give you a second to take a look at it. I had to move the car around. I wish I could have started it right in front of you, but it was just so dark in there. It didn't make sense to shoot a video when I can just pull it outside and show it to you. So yeah, so the only thing I had to do, which is pretty straightforward, is I added the glass filter. And the reason I did that is because I kept on running out of fuel, and I wanted to know whether the fuel was coming up to the pump. So I added a glass filter here so I can see it. I know some people don't like that, but it shouldn't be any problems. It's not going to hit anything. It's just floating. Thing's got electric choke, so I ran a cable to a switch live. Negative is bolted to the intake manifold using the old divorce choke bolt, which I had to remove the divorce choke so that this thing would fit. The throttle lever had to be reamed a little bit so that we could fit the bolt through, but apart from that, no problems whatsoever. And I had to switch over the barb on the back of the old carburetor, and move it over to this one so that I could get the vacuum to the vacuum modulator. There's one more vacuum line that needs to be capped off, so I'll get that capped off right now. But aside from that, I mean, it's really straightforward installation. Once you put the adapter plate on, probably took me about 20 minutes. I haven't adjusted the mixture, I haven't messed with the timing, and I did replace the vacuum advance on the distributor. So that needs to be definitely checked. But if you just listen to this, So there you have it. I mean, it sounds great, starts up right away. I haven't touched any of the adjustments for the mixture or anything else like that, but everything looks good. So let me play with the vacuum. Let me set the mixture up. Let me set the timing up, and then we can take it for a quick spin and see how it behaves as well. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it runs. I'm going to cap off that vacuum line as well, just clean up a little bit of wiring before I put the air cleaner on. Alright guys, so this is the first shakedown with the Edelbrock 1411 750 CFM carburetor electric choke. Didn't make any adjustments to the carburetor mixture out of the box, but I did get the timing set up right. It's idling brilliantly. As you can see, there's no miss. You shut the engine off, there's no dieseling. Fire straight up, so that's beautiful. So let's take it out on the road and see what it does. So I'm going to do the circuit that goes around my building. It gets me on the highway for about a mile, so it should be a pretty good test drive. Stupid. Better. Safer, definitely safer. I was like, why is this pedal so light? So what do you guys think? I think this thing just completely transformed the car. It's idling real nice. It revs progressively. It gets up and goes when you need it to. It starts on the button, shuts down on the button. I really can't complain. I think it's done a great job. So unfortunately the Thundermingo is going back. I had high hopes for it, but I really like the way this car runs right now. I don't think I'll make a change to it. Alright guys, well that's it for me. Thanks very much. Take care.